So we are now looking for other options to relocating to Canada aside the Federal Skilled Worker Program. And in this video, I'm going to be telling you about a new pathway that opened up in January 2022. And if you want to know more about this, please stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. My name is Faith. I'm an HR professional and event host based in Toronto, Canada. If this is your first time here, please use the subscribe button. It's a wonderful family that we have here and we're growing that family. So please use that subscribe button and join the family. And if you're a returning guest, thank you so much. You know I appreciate you and I say this in every video. So like I said, we are going to be focusing on other pathways to relocating to Canada because, you know, the Federal Skilled Worker Program let's just say it have entered voicemail. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about one of the streams under the Alberta Immigrant Nominee Program. It is called the Accelerator Tech Pathway and it just opened up in January 2022. So, you know, if you don't know about it, just watch till the end of this video and get all the information that you need. So this is pretty much an accelerated program for tech professionals in Alberta. The processing time for your PR is going to be shorter. I think, you know, the government has said it will be less than 6 months, which is actually record timing. So it's definitely a program that if you meet up with the criteria, you should look at. There are over 3,000 tech companies in Alberta, and honestly, some of them are struggling to get skilled workers for the available roles that they have. So that is where you come in. Now, let's talk about the requirements for this particular program. So the first requirement is that you need to be eligible for the Express Entry program, at least one of the programs under the Express Entry pathway. So the Federal Skilled Worker Program, the Federal Skilled Trades Program, or the Canadian Experience Class. I think that's what it's called. Well, pardon me if I missed it. But yeah, you need to be eligible for one of those programs and you need to have an active Express Entry profile. Now, you know, I've said before, and if you watch my video on the 5 things that you need to do this year, I've said before that, look, the first step really is to even have an Express Entry profile, because these provincial nomination programs that keep coming up left, right, and center, for the most part, they kind of depend on you having an Express Entry profile, or at least you meeting up with the criteria of the regular Express Entry programs. So you see why I say that you need to make sure that you have your Express Entry profile, you know, just have it there and just wait, because like I said, the government keeps coming up with some of these things. And if you want to know about the Express Entry program, I have a video that I did, which I'm going to link up here. If you want to know everything about it, let's assume that you're a fresher to this entire process, then you can check out that video and see what you need and the requirements. Also, you need to have a minimum score of 300. Your CRS score needs to be a minimum of 300. I mean, for people that are really active in this whole Express Entry thing, you will know that 300 is not a big deal to get, right? Most times we are struggling to get, you know, 450 and above, right? So 300 is the minimum CRS score that you need to have. And then you also need to have a job in Canada, in Alberta to be precise. Don't run away, because I know someone has switched off. I always say this anytime I get to this part. While it's not the most fun aspect of the requirements, but yes, it's something that, like I've said, look, you need to just try. These jobs are available. Don't just go with the general mentality. Watch my video, which I'll link up here, on how to get a job in Canada. Watch my video there and, you know, try out some of the things that I talked about. And in this case, Alberta really, although it's a big city, is one of the tech companies. They actually do need workers. So, you know, just try it out. Don't be discouraged. You never know what will happen. So there is a list of eligible occupations and NOC codes that, you know, qualify for this program. And I'm going to link all of that in the description box. But if you check that list, you will see that it's not just I mean, I was expecting to see just, coders or, IT, like specific IT roles, but you will see that it's quite a broad occupation list. You would even see jobs like HR professionals. I saw those ones there. I saw HR managers, recruiters, civil and mechanical engineers. Like, there were so many other jobs that are not really like techie, but I guess the whole idea is, your employer just needs to be part of like the Alberta tech industry. There's a code that defines this entire system, and I think it's called the NAICS, the North American Industry Classification System Code. So typically, if your employer falls under any of those codes, then you'll be able to apply for this program. So if you're an HR professional, if you're in a non-tech profession, just check, and you'll be able to see if it's something that you can get. But I think the point here is really try to look for those jobs, and then when you get a job with any of those employers, the employer ideally should have a code that falls under the system that I just talked about. So really, that is the requirement for this program. So now let's talk about how you can apply. So once you have, you are sure that you meet up with the requirements that I just talked about, and you're in good standing and you now want to apply, there's a form that you need to fill out, which I will link in the description box. Is the Accelerator Tech Pathway form, really. And they will ask you a couple of details. Just make sure that, whatever you're providing there, you have the evidence to back it up, like you would with any other application that you are doing. So once you fill out that form, typically you will get a notification of interest letter from the Alberta government. Pretty much they will tell you that they will review your profile and they will let you know if you meet up with their criteria and if they're interested. So there's no need going ahead to do anything if you don't get that notification of interest letter. That is usually what precedes whatever other application or submission documents that you need to do. So if you don't get it, don't bother. But first step really is to fill out that form and then wait to hear back from the government. So once you hear back, you would be able to apply for PR under like the Express Entry program. You will get your 600 points, which automatically guarantees that you now have PR on the federal level. And even aside that, while you are waiting for your PR to be processed, even within that, say 6 months or so that is going to be processed, while you're waiting for that, you can get a letter from the government, and that letter would enable you apply for a work permit. So with your work permit, obviously, you can already be working in Canada while you are processing your PR. So really, it is a very good program. It's pretty straightforward. Once you meet up with the criteria, I think that's really the basic thing. And once you're able to get a job, like I said, not too difficult. Check my video and see how you can go about applying for a job in Alberta. So guys, that is really it about this Accelerated Tech Pathway. Like I said, check out the eligible occupations in the description box. It is not just strictly tech professions. Check out the list and be sure if you meet up with, if your NOC code is on there, and also be sure that you meet up with the other eligibility criteria. Look for that job and see how it goes. Okay, I'm going to be bringing you more Canadian immigration pathways as soon as I stumble across them. But please, I want us to keep an open mind this year. Like I said before, this year is your year. Okay, so whatever you need to do, just try out as many things as possible. As long as you meet up with the requirement, just give it a try. Don't go with general mentalities. I keep saying that over and over again, and it's true, because you hear that, oh, this thing is difficult, it's difficult. Some people will just be like, it's not for me. Just give it a try. You have nothing to lose. Okay, 2022 is your year of, well, maybe not relocating to Canada, but at least it's your year to be one step closer to relocating to Canada. Okay guys, that's it from me. If you like this video, please hit the like button and also subscribe to my channel. You know how we roll. I'll see you in my next video.